About a dozen local senior citizens are among the hundreds of people preparing for bragging rights in the Alabama Master Games, and you could help them with their efforts.
The hot and dry weather we had in July is going to carry over into the month of August. We'll have the complete forecast details coming up.
Coming up in sports, we'll begin previewing local high school football teams, and we'll start with the Alexandria Valley Cubs. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Good evening, and thank you for watching East Alabama Now Local News for Monday, July 31st. I'm Katie Edwards. Mike Stedham is off this evening. A group from the Jacksonville Senior Center needs your help in paying for a trip to represent East Alabama at a statewide competition. 14 people from the Jacksonville Senior Center have qualified for the Master Games coming up on October 16th through the 19th in the Chambers County town of Valley. As Jacksonville Senior Adult Program Coordinator explains, the competition aims to promote healthy lifestyles for people aged 50 and over through mental and physical activities.
The activities range from pickleball, Nerf and Frisbee throw, shuffleboard, basketball free throws, softball throw, you name it, they play it. They play rook, they play dominoes, they play everything. They swim. Once they get to the state, they actually swim, they bowl, they do everything.
Morris also explains how this opportunity provides a positive social experience for participants.
You are meeting new people, you're doing games, you're competing in a fun way, competing against other seniors who are in your same age bracket, your same sex. But it is good for seniors to be able to fellowship with other seniors, to get out of the four walls. Traveling, being away from home, of course, is also a plus. But just the fact that you're communicating with other seniors, fellowshipping with other seniors, and it is a fun time for all.
We also spoke with 83-year-old Ingrid Wilkins, who won second place in the Rook tournament to qualify for the state games.
It's very exciting, and you meet so many different people, that you never have a chance to meet, so I enjoyed it.
If you would like to help the group, you can contact Andrea Morris at the Jacksonville Senior Center by calling 256-435-9199. John Holder will join us in just a couple of minutes with a closer look at just how hot it's expected to feel this week. And when we return, a fond farewell to a longtime employee of one local city.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
If you've lived in or traveled through Jacksonville for any amount of time, chances are you've heard or seen Cephas Cannon. Cannon recently announced his retirement from the City of Jacksonville Street Department after 26 years. The city held a retirement reception for Cannon last week as a way to say thank you for his nearly 3 decades of service to the community. When we come back, we'll explain why those of you who prefer old school light bulbs may want to make a trip to town before Tuesday morning.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Incandescent light bulbs will soon be a thing of the past. Beginning August 1st, retailers across the country can only stock and sell LED lights due to a Biden administration ban on the old school style of light bulbs. The ban means you can no longer buy the incandescent bulbs in stores, but you can still use the ones you've already purchased. The Department of Energy predicts consumers will save about $3 billion per year on utility bills once the change is complete. People looking to cool off in the city of Weaver can enjoy extended hours for the city's splash pad. It will be open daily from noon until 6 p.m. through Thursday, August 3rd. There is no cost for the public to use the splash pad, which is located in the city of Weaver's Elwell Park. And John Holder joins us now in the EAN Weather Center. John, how's the weather looking?
Katie, temperatures are back in the 90s again across East Alabama, but not quite as hot as they were last week. We will talk about the complete numbers coming up in weather.
Well, my name is Mike Craven, and we recently purchased an open carport, metal carport from a Waldrop manufacturer. I have an extra car. We have a very small home, very small driveway, and I needed somewhere just to park another vehicle, just out of the weather. And I had been told by 2 or 3 friends that knew we had recently remodeled a home that Waldrops were the people that you need to go talk to. I was in that area one day and I thought, hey, I'll just stop in, and I did without calling, and greeted warmly, well taken care of. It was just, really the whole process was just good from day one.
Those 95, 96, 98 degree temperatures we had last week are gone today. Temperatures still hot, no question about that, but not quite as hot as they have been the last several days. Plenty of sunshine, dry weather today, 93 for the high, a little bit above average still for this time of year. The morning low 72, that's about to change over the next 2 or 3 mornings. Our record high temperature 100 degrees back in 1986, the record low 60, and the sunrise and sunset times 5:56. Your sunrise on your Tuesday morning, and tonight the sun setting at 7:44. Hey, weather on your street, we're going to take you out tonight to Morton Road on McClellan. A bit cooler tonight. Temperatures tonight should be 5 or 6 degrees cooler than they have been, and some lower humidity and dew points, so maybe giving that air conditioner a little bit of a break overnight tonight. 67 for the low out on McClellan. A beautiful summer evening coming up. As we look at your Tuesday, not as hot again tomorrow. Temperatures a couple of degrees cooler even tomorrow. Frank Ledbetter Drive right there in the heart of Ranburne. 91 for the high. It will be dry, but again, lower humidity and dew point values. That will keep those afternoon showers and thunderstorms away. It'll be hot, but again, that's about where we should be for early August in Alabama out in Ranburne. And for the rest of the week, we're going to see moisture increasing. That means we're going to see an increase in shower and thunderstorm activity. Southern Avenue in Piedmont. Sun and afternoon storms the rest of the week. Temperatures will be in the 90s. We're going to creep up from the low 90s to maybe some mid-90s by the end of the week, and we'll have heat index values getting back around 100 to 105 again, but not as oppressive as it was last week on Southern Avenue and the rest of Piedmont and Calhoun and Cleveland counties. The 7-day forecast looks like this. You'll see the numbers are lower as far as daytime high temperatures, and you're going to see an increase by the time we get into Thursday, especially in those afternoon and early evening scattered showers and thunderstorms. We go from no chance of rain tomorrow to about a 20% chance or less on Wednesday, then a 50-50 chance of those showers coming up on Thursday and Friday. We'll keep some pretty good rain chances in the forecast for the weekend, about a 40% chance of a shower. Temperatures start to creep back up toward the mid-90s, but all in all, this is a classic summertime weather forecast coming up across East Alabama. Let's take a look now at the tropics. We have one tropical system out here you'll see that has a 60% chance of development. But this is the trajectory of that. going back into the North Atlantic. We also have another disturbance off the New England coast. That is also headed out to the North Atlantic, and there's nothing else in the Gulf of Mexico, in the Caribbean, even way out here in the Atlantic. We look for waves coming off the coast of Africa that might affect us here in Alabama and the Gulf Coast. And right now, for the next 7 to 10 days, we don't see anything happening in the tropics. We are now beginning tomorrow in August going to be in the heart of hurricane and tropical storm season, but nothing on the horizon so far. Coming up next in sports, Chase Robinson going to talk Alexandria High School football. Chase?
Thanks, John. As we are 25 days away from kicking off the high school football season, we'll begin previewing local teams each day as we count down the season kicking off. Tonight, we'll take a look at the Alexandria Valley Cubs. Coach Todd Ginn and the Cubs finished 5-5 a season ago and third in Class 5A Region 6. With the loss of some key guys to graduation, including All-State player Antonio Ross, Coach Ginn and his staff are going to have to lean on some younger guys to step up for the Valley Cubs.
We lost Ross, and Ross is a really good player. And we don't have a whole lot of returning starters, which gives a chance for the young guys to and that's one thing at Alexandria, we don't shy away. If a ninth grader can play and help us, we put him out there. And I think we've got a bunch of young guys that are physically ready, and we're going to play a lot of them. So, a good opportunity for those guys to a lot of times a couple of years ago, 9th and 10th graders didn't get to touch the field. JV, 11th, a lot of 11th graders didn't. But it's just about your numbers and how many quality. And this year we don't have a whole lot of veterans, so young guys, we're going to have to count on them.
One position that Coach Ginn has complete confidence in is on special teams, and his kicker, Cleet Forrest. Forrest has received several offers, including one SEC offer, and has kicked a 47 and 48-yard field goal in games. Coach Ginn talks about the confidence they have in Forrest.
A lot of times so many high school teams go for two because they don't have a kicker in the school, and to have a chance where we legitimately, very rarely do you say, hey, we need to work on fair catching so he can free kick it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where if you fair catch, he can put it down and free kick it, and he's got a leg that he can put it in from 60, 65 yards. Very rarely do you have a chance to say that. And then just as equally as he's just a weapon when you kick off. Knowing the other team's got to start from the 20s, and he does that most of the time.
The Jacksonville State football team was back on the practice field today after having the day off yesterday. Gamecocks had their last practice before going into full pads tomorrow and their first scrimmage coming up on Saturday. One thing that Rich Rod is looking for in tomorrow's practice is how the team has retained what they have learned so far.
We've had great weather. It's not really that humid today, so we try to push them a little bit more, but I think we're getting better at certain spots. Still got a lot of work to do, and tomorrow, the first day in full pads, will be a learning experience, especially for the new guys.
If you're interested in becoming a part of the Anniston Barracuda swim team, they are holding registrations and assessments for their short course season. Registration begins tomorrow, August 1st, and they will have assessments tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday nights at 5:30 at the Anniston Aquatic Center. For more information, you can contact Coach Robbie Champion at absdcoach@gmail.com. That's it for sports. Let's go back over to Katie.
Thank you for watching East Alabama Now Local News. You can find us here online every weekday evening starting around 6:30 on either Facebook or YouTube. Just go to our video feed and watch the news whenever it's convenient for you. We're working hard to build our audience, and you can help us by liking and sharing these newscasts. We hope you have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow for your news on your schedule.